What the Tech.
Hi, welcome to What the Tech at Stage West. My name is Flower Avila and I'm the Education Stage Manager and occasionally the ASM working on the main stage productions here. And today I'm going to be showing some simple costume repairs. Starting off with a missing button. How you're going to begin, you're going to take some thread that closely matches the garment that needs repairing. So we have a navy blue shirt and navy blue thread. And something that I was always taught, you never want to pull more thread than the width of your forearm. So if you happen to have a sewing kit with one of these little handy things, definitely keep it in a safe place. It helps in threading the needle, because if you look at the eye of the needle, that thing is tiny. And sometimes you will be literally backstage in the dark, and it's just kind of handy when you have a little clip light. Thread it through there, and then if you take the eye of your needle, all right, so once you have your string tied off at the end there, you want to go from the inside of your fabric and you want to try to closely match the previous hole where the button was. All right, and this is not always possible in the dark. I remember once, this was in high school UIL, one of the costume pieces had buttons all along the back end of her skirt, and during one of our competitions, this girl's dress, 4 buttons flew off in the span of 2 minutes. Don't know how. And it was literally me and the ASM for that show with a clip light and me trying to frantically sew on a button. And then when you're making a repair like this, what you want to do is you want to go side to side like a cross. And you want to do it a couple of times. So then once you've done that a couple of times, I like to go back in through the fabric, but you're not going to catch the button. You're going to go underneath the button, and I like to just wrap it around a couple of times. And then back in through, and you want to knot it off. And then you have the button repair, and it's pretty sturdy, like you can pull on that. And then the second repair is, this happens all the time with pants pockets especially. They'll come off of their seam right here, right? And because it's off the seam, you can easily just like follow it through. So you want to take more thread. And the reason that you never want to go past like the width of your forearm is because the thread can easily get tangled up, and it's just going to be more heartache than what it's worth. And usually, unless it's a big tear, you probably won't even need the full length of the thread. For the bigger repairs, I would recommend using a sewing machine if you're able to use one. All right, so you're wanting to go underneath the fabric again, and definitely find a little bit below where the tear is. So if the tear starts right there, you want to go down. All right, and you want to try to match as closely as you can to the original stitching if possible. In college, I was the head of wardrobe for one of our shows, and the dress was a white wedding dress. And the hem of her dress was coming off because it was a little lace at the bottom of some sheer fabric. And I was trying to quickly stitch it on because she had two seams before she needed it. And I was in the dark and I really wasn't paying attention, and I accidentally grabbed bright red thread. And it was super noticeable. So keep the color of your thread in mind. Try to keep it like as close to the color as you can. So in this repair, I would even recommend using a black thread or gray if you don't have navy blue. So during Ada, I wasn't the ASM for that show, but there was a lot of things that happened. It was a period show, so we had petticoats, corsets, and wigs and hair appliques. The weekend after we got the women's costumes dry cleaned, the wooden plastic hoops were falling out of petticoats. Corsets were becoming undone. Hair pieces sticking to curlers. And then we have a quick fix. Not super noticeable from 6 feet away. There you go. All right, so there you have it, like just the finished look from a little bit of a distance away. So starting with the button sleeve, can't really tell that anything really happened. Rarely are you going to be closer than 6 feet away from an audience member, and if you are, if it looks a little wonky to you, don't worry about it. An audience member's not going to really notice that. They'll be noticing the actor, but at least clothing will stay secure and nothing will fall off. And then same with the patchwork. If you do a quick repair and you think it looks a little wonky, if it's enough to just keep the garment intact until the end of the show, you can do a better repair job. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.